Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina if you're new here, and I thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to be this look right here that I am wearing on my eyes. Now, I just want to say that I did not come up with this look. It was something that I seen on Instagram and I recreated. So I just wanted to put that out there. That way no one thinks I'm like stealing their stuff or anything. I did see it on Instagram. I don't remember whose page it was. I do think it was P. Louise Makeup Academy. If you don't follow that page, that's definitely a page to follow. They're amazing. But yeah, this was just a look that I seen and wanted to recreate. Girl, let me tell you, she challenged me. Like, she legit challenged me. This was my 6th time filming this look. 6th time. Not even filming. The first 4 times I just tried it, you know, on this side to see, okay, can I do this? Can I really blend these colors? And she really tested my ability. Like, I was like, girl, I cannot blend. Like, I cannot blend these colors. So she definitely has been some practice for me. This has been like a great way of practicing my blending. So I just wanted to make sure that I told you guys that this did not happen on the first attempt. Like, I tried and tried and tried. Usually I would give up if I can't nail a look in like the 2nd or 3rd try, but this look just spoke to me. I really wanted to see if I could do it. I really wanted to push myself to blend these colors, and it did take me a while. I just want you guys to know like what you're in for. I want you to know that it's not like a 30-minute look. Of course, the video, you know, it's short because it's sped up and it's clipped and I show you the pieces that I want you to see. But there is a lot of moments with this look that you really have to just take your time and blend and just be patient with the color. And I mean, it all depends on the type of eyeshadow and the brushes that you're using. That all has a big part in how the makeup actually turns out. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that way if you do try the look, you don't get easily frustrated or think that it's just you or you're doing something wrong. This is a very challenging look. I will say, like, girl, I thought a cut crease was hard. Like, trying to get these colors to blend, honey, was hard. So I hope that I can teach you in the best way that I can to nail this look. And if you want to see how I did it, then just keep on watching. So this is the eye that we are recreating here. I have you guys zoomed in already. My eyelid is primed and ready to go. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump in. So the first color that I'm going to be using is from ColourPop. It is called 143, and it's a really beautiful purple shade like this. And I'm going to take this on a small blending brush like this. This is a Morphe S12. So now after I dip it into the shadow, I don't dust it off or shake anything off. I just go right in because I want to pack that color on. So as you can see, we're putting the purple like right, not in the center, kind of on the outer portion of the eye. And I just want to pack that shade on first, and then I'll worry about moving the color around and blending it. I feel like looks like this, where there's a lot of blending involved, it's really important that you do work in sections and that you just do a little bit of color at a time and just slowly work up to the blend. I wouldn't like go straight in trying to blend it that high first. And when I say work in small sections, I mean like pack on some color and then go and try to blend it a little bit at a time. Like, I don't want to concentrate. I do want to blend this color up as high as this one is, but one thing is I don't want to blend it too quickly and then it start getting patchy. So it's better if you just work slowly, softly, and just a little bit of color at a time. This eye is, oh my gosh, it's already blending like so much smoother than this freaking eye. I don't know what my eye's deal is. Like, it was just really dry. Now, I don't put makeup on every single day, but I have been lately. So I'm thinking that that's why my skin is just a little bit drier, because every time that I take my makeup off, I go in with my Garnier water, the little makeup remover water, and then with some witch hazel to kind of further deeply clean, you know, and I think that's what has been drying my face out a little bit. I've been using it a little bit too much, so I'm going to stop doing that. So this right here is what I mean by pack on a little bit of color at a time and then go out and blend it slowly. And then once you've blended this out as much as you can go in and add some more color and then blend that out, and then just keep on working your way a little at a time like that. At least I find that it's easier to do that rather than just go right in with a whole bunch of purple and try to blend it up right away. It can get a little messy like that, a little too quick. So you want to just do little at a time. As you can see, I'm just slowly kind of blending that up a little. And then now I can go back in with the fluffy brush. This fluffy brush that I'm using to blend it out, it looks like this. And this is an IT Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a number or anything written on it, but I know that it's an IT Cosmetics brush. I got these like when I was first getting into makeup. They're not too old, but kind of old. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next color. Now this is not blended at all how I want it, but the next shade that I'm going into is the orange shade that we have here on our inner corner. I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place palette for that. This is the Nubian 2, and I'm using this shade right here. This purple one called Morocco. Purple one. This orange shade, apparently I don't know my colors today, and I'm using a Morphe brush to blend this out. You guys already know this is an S21. All my brushes are probably Morphe, so. And I'm going to do the same method. I'm going to pack this on the inner corner. And I am going to make it touch the purple. And just slowly kind of blend that a little. You don't have to do too much blending here, just a little bit. Just kind of ease those colors together some. And then I'm just going to try to blend this orange shade out a little further. Okay, now to create the gradient here in between the purple and the orange, I'm going to add a maroon reddish shade. Let's go in with Hunts right here from the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, and then this maroon shade right here. I don't know what it's called, and I don't have the colors. I mean, I don't have the list of names, so yeah, sorry. First, I'm going to take Hunts on another IT Cosmetics brush. It's a fluffy brush. It's just smaller. Of course, I want it smaller. That way, it's easier for me to get right in this area. So just going right in between the purple and the orange, I'm just going to use the same method. Pack it on first. And then slowly kind of blend that a little bit. And then that kind of gives us a better gradient from the purple, from the orange to the purple, rather than just trying to blend those two colors. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add in the yellow that we have here. So I'm just using this fluffy brush right here to go into that little boop right there. Picking up the Jaclyn Hill palette yet again, I'm taking this yellow shade right here. Any yellow shade that you have will work perfectly fine though. And then the brush that I'm using, this is actually, I've talked about this set before in like one of my older videos. It was a set that I got from Makeup on the Go. It's a store in Oak Cliff. So if you guys are from the Dallas area, you probably know where that is. It's on Jefferson. That's where I got these brushes. They came in like probably like a set of 5 for $10. So it was a really good deal, and honestly I love them. They work great. I use probably all of the brushes still. This is the bronzer brush that I used that came with the set, and they're all like really metallic-y and pretty. They're like pointed like this. I love them. Came with this little brush here. It came with several different brushes. I'd probably have to find them and pick them out. But yeah, they're all really good brushes. So I would check that store out. I honestly don't know if it's still there. But if you're in the Dallas area, Makeup on the Go off of Jefferson and Oak Cliff. Okay, so now I'm just placing that kind of right on top of the orange a little bit, but a little bit higher. That way I can go in and like get that nice little gradient from the orange to the yellow. So I'm kind of blending and putting on the yellow at the same time. And it does kind of help me get right into there if I kind of tilt my head back and look down into a mirror. And I'm just doing little circular motions, working up the eye and then back down. And then just repeating that until I can see that the gradient is starting to come through. And then I'm just going to keep on going back and forth, adding color, blending it out until I'm satisfied. Work it up, circular motions, back down. Now this next step is kind of key to me to get the blending like really blended. I like to go in with a smaller precision. This is a smaller precision brush that I like to go in with. This is a Morphe M506. It's probably like $5 or $6. Now you can buy Morphe brushes at Ulta. That's where I got this one. But I like to take this brush, and again I'm looking down into a mirror, and I just like to blend further with it. We do still have some blending cut out for us on this eye, of course, but I am going to go ahead and add the blue now. The better shade out of the two blues that I have is this one from the 39A palette. So that's the one that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take this little brush right here. Looks like this. This is a Morphe M521. As a guide, don't judge me, you can use like a little card or something, a business card or something as a straight edge, but this is the little carton that come in the recess trays. I had a recess last night, so it was right here. That's what I'm using. But just to kind of give me a guide as to like, you know, the little angle right here, I'm going to set this down. Now, it's not supposed to be anything sharp because as you can see, I blended it here. It's just to give me a guide to follow that like V shape there. So I'm just going to kind of even it up as much as I can, and then just kind of pat the blue on there. I'm picking up a blending brush. This is an M505. Without picking up any extra pigment, I'm just going to go in and start to diffuse that blue. Now you really want to work in small motions here. You don't want to go crazy and try to blend it everywhere. Again, just because this blue isn't the very best blue, it will get patchy really easily. So that's why I say just work, you know, small little strokes, work very softly. Of course, if you're using a better, very pigmented, smooth, creamy blue, you might not have to work, you know, as hard to blend it out. But this blue is kind of a booger, so I kind of have to be here for a while, just sort of moving that color around, because if I try to just go in and blend this how I would blend out like a brown or something, she will backfire on me, and I wish that I hadn't done that. Even further diffuse, I'm taking a clean brush. Now this brush is probably my, like, I need this every single time I'm doing my eyeshadow. This is a Morphe S11. I use this brush to diffuse the color even more. So I'm just going to go right in and do circular motions. This helps me to get the blend like really seamless, really smooth, and just a nice overall gradient. Basically, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just keep on adding color and slowly blending it up. So now I'm going to go back into the purple. the fluffy brush and further blend. Nice and softly. I'm like just barely pressing it on there, you know, just enough to have some pressure, but I'm not like pushing it down and like rubbing it in. I'm not doing that. I'm just barely letting it touch my lid, and then I'm just slowly buffing that out. And it's literally just all in the wrist. Just a little wrist motion, like I'm barely moving my wrist, and it's creating this whole little circular motion with the brush. I'm just packing on some more of that blue now. And just like with the purple, I'm barely letting it touch my eye, and then I'm just going in and slowly doing circular motions to both blend this color up and blend it into the purple. So it's not as gradient as this one yet, but I'm just going to kind of move on, and then I'm going to come back and blend it out as much as I did this one. To cut out the crease, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Excuse it, it's a little messy. And then this flat definer brush. This is an S30 from Morphe. And the shade I'm using to carve it out is Fair Beige. I literally just dabbed a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm just going to take my brush and I'm going to dip both, well not both sides, actually yeah, both sides into the concealer. Just like that. I'm just going to kind of place down where I think I should start it, and then if it looks about right, I can keep going, or if I need to adjust it some, I can adjust it. It looks fairly even with the other one, but I won't know for sure till I like do it all, so I'm gonna just go ahead . And then I just like to drag down the concealer. With my finger, I just took my finger and like patted over top of the concealer just to kind of blend it out a little bit, because sometimes when I put color like right on top of a blunt end concealer like that where I ended, it could be like patchy and like leave this dark patch. And I don't really like that, so that's why I kind of patted it out. Now that we have cut the crease, it is time to go in and add the shades on the lid. First shade that I'm going to be using is also from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's this shade right here. Again, I don't have the names, so apologize in advance for that. I'm just packing that on the very inner corner. After I've got that packed on the inner corner, I'm going to go into another shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's this nice pinky, like this is such a beautiful shade. It's like pink and golden. Oh, so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go into my Morphe 39A palette. I'm going to pick up that shade right there. It's like a nice little like pinkish fuchsia shade. And it's just on a Morphe S28. And right underneath that purple, that's where I'm going to start packing this shade. Just when you're going directly onto the concealer, you just want to be mindful that you're not picking up any concealer back onto this brush. And I'm just kind of both brushing, like just using like kind of like swiping motions, but also like patting. So before I keep on blending, I'm going to add the blue to the outer corner here. I'm just going back to the brush that I used to pack on the blue whenever I was blending it out. Kind of going with a smaller brush because my finger was too fat. And then I can also blend I'm going to be picking up this Supernova shadow from ColourPop. This is in the shade Moonlit. If you can see that, there it goes. I just put a little on the back of my hand. That way I don't have to keep on opening up the tube every time I want to use it. And I'm just going to press down and just kind of start to pat it. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's also best to just take your finger and move this around. Alright guys, so that is the eyeshadow look. I am going to go ahead and do my face off of camera and come back and finish up the eyes. The only reason that I'm doing my face off of camera is because I've already updated a full foundation routine. I'm going to do literally the exact same thing in today's routine. So I'll leave that link down in the description if you guys want to check that video out. But I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I know I look crazy right now, but we are going to go ahead and finish off the under eyes. I'm just going to take this, oh, let me zoom you guys in. First of all, I'm like, what looks weird? And we're not as close as we were. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a S20 Morphe brush. It's just as like, it's a little pointed pencil brush like this. I'm going to take some more of the blue shade. And I'm just going to bring that down onto my lower lash line. So now I'm going to take an Anastasia A14 brush. It's a way smaller brush. And I'm going to come like right here, kind of going a little bit over the blue. And I'm just going to add in that purple. Just to continue the theme that we have on top, the little gradient effect. I'm going to bring that down here as well. Except I'm just going to do blue, purple, and orange. I'm not going to worry about the yellow and the red. I'm taking the orange. And then I am going to just add a line of eyeliner just so I can put on lashes. My Ride or Die eyeliner, I haven't used anything else since I started using this. It is the Clay Paint Liner from Tarte. Literally going to line my eyes. And also, I put it on a flat brush so I can, using the same product, but I just put it on this brush that way I can get it in my waterline. Now that the eyes are done, I am going to go ahead and brush off my bake. I'm going to go ahead and complete my face, and then I'll be back to put on my lashes with you guys. So, I shall return. So I am back. My face is done. Now what I'm going to do is pop on my lashes. This is the brand of lashes that I'm using. I'm actually using a style that is similar to this, but I don't have the box, so I don't know what the style is. But these are 3D Mist lashes. I get them just from the beauty supply store, so compared to how crazy the lashes can get. I'm just using Duo Glue, this little blue one right here. I know a lot of people don't like that one, but it works for me, so. And I'm looking down into a mirror, and I'm just going to set the lash right on top. But lashes are just kind of hard to apply on camera to where you can see, honestly. Okay, so for lips today, I'm going to be using NYX. This is they're both soft spoken, but this is the liquid suede, and then this is just a lip liner. So, I don't know why I was looking for it to see what it was called. Lips are not my thing. Honestly, I'm just doing this for the look. If I was wearing this out, I probably wouldn't do a lip. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I've never done something like this at all, so it was definitely difficult for me, I will say. But it definitely is something different. This is a beautiful look. I absolutely fell in love with it. I am in love with it now. Anyways, with that being said, I do just want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more of me, please don't forget to like this video. Leave me a comment down below so I know that you're liking what you're seeing. I do just want to take the time to thank every single one of you who watches my videos and subscribe to my channel. I finally hit 100 subscribers after 2 years. Oh my gosh. So I just want to thank you guys. I really do appreciate those of you guys who do watch my videos and have subscribed to my channel. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It literally won't affect you at all if you subscribe to my channel, but it'll mean the world to me. So please subscribe and show your love and support. I really do appreciate it, you guys. So that is all for today's video, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Just now looking at my eyes, I'm realizing that I brought the blue in more on this side than I did on this side. Oh well.